Hey, it's Manny Moonraker, and I'm back again for this episode, so let's cue the music. Hey, this is your friendly neighborhood Manny Moonraker talking about UFOs and the UFO situation all over the world because people listen to me from all over the world. And just to prove that point, that following UFO Buster Radio and Manny Moonraker on social media is really important. I want to give a shout out to Matthew from the UK who sent me a message on Instagram, gave me some kudos and said hello. And also, I want to welcome Jamie to the UBR Truth Seekers group in Facebook. Listen, I've said this time and time again. You got to do it. Join the group. Sign up for the Facebook pages. See all the crazy stuff that I post. Instagram, Bug the UFO Hunter is taking it live. And, Twitter too. I don't know about the Twitter space because the Twitter space is driving me freaking insane. That's probably why the people are always abandoning it and going somewhere else. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. No tweets given. No fucks given either. The Twitter space is not working for UFO Buster Radio. However, if you're interested and you would like to follow, check out the UFO Buster Radio Facebook pages, UFO Buster Radio and Manny Moonraker. And don't forget Instagram at Manny Moonraker. On Google plus Manny Moonraker. If you want to answer some surveys, that's where you're going to find my surveys. And keep in mind that in a few weeks, we're going to start getting ready and gearing up for the 2018 Rubber Dickies. For those of you that were around last year, the Rubber Dickies was about awarding the biggest rubber dicker in ufology for the year. And I was kind of shocked who won, and not so much, but, that news at the end of the year last year with the A-Tip and To the Stars Academy, I really thought that Tom DeLonge was going to take it, but he got beat up by child pornography, which turns out to be the topic of choice for today. Because if you've seen the news about this, now here's something that I try to stay away from because I hate when people have this pareidolia thing, right? Or they assume that if they see something, it's UFO. If you think aliens did it, isn't that the meme? If you think it was aliens, it probably was. That's the way a lot of people think. And so we have an issue here. We have an issue to talk about in this news report. So it's two different articles, and these are opposing articles. Now, there is a picture. As always, I like to stick the picture from these articles within the logo for this episode. And if you look at that, it's a weird picture. At first, when I looked at this picture, I thought, shit, I'm looking at the inside of somebody's eyeball. Is this am I looking at a cornea? How in the world someone thought that this was a UFO that was, I'm telling you, look, I got to stop right now because I feel like I'm about to channel Samuel L. Jackson this episode again. And by the way, if I didn't mention it, of course, it is episode number 124. And we're talking about, the observatories, all these solar observatories that apparently have been closing down and driving people in ufology bananas like crazy, like they've fallen off the deep end. I have one particular article here, which incidentally, I pulled up this article a few days ago, and lo and behold, Ronnie Dawson beats me to the punch. He put it in UBR Truth Seekers for the members there to look at it. Thanks, Ronnie. You beat me to it. I got to get one up on you because he's just too quick. Ronnie Dawson is way too quick. And if you want to follow Ronnie, check out the Ronnie Dawson Experience on Facebook. That's his Facebook page. And man, this guy, he is one heck of a researcher. And he is constantly posting on UBR Truth Seekers. You got to check that out. Anyway, so the article itself is coming from a blog spot from ufo-sightings. What is this? Blogspot or whatever. Hey, listen, don't kill the messenger, okay? Now, the title for this is 6 More Solar Observatories Close, and this could be the reason. When it says this, it's the picture that's on here for this episode. Take a look at that. I think it's somebody's cornea. I don't know, but you guys tell me. So the issue is that initially, back on September 9th, the National Solar Observatory in Sunspot, New Mexico, got shut down. In addition to that, the local USPS office, for those of you who are not here, it's not an illness. It is the United States Post Office. It was actually evacuated. And quote unquote, the reasons were having to do with a security issue, which is great. But NASA stepped in. NASA said no. No. Everybody slow down. Everybody put away your tinfoil hats. Put it away. Leave that for when you do some cookies. It was not anything bad. Basically, the freaking moon passed in front of the observing thingy. And so when you looked at it from the observatory and you decided to, no fucks given, take a video of it, it crossed in front of the sun. So what you saw was 2 lunar transits. Dummies. But then he stopped there. They wanted to give you the official message. The official message from NASA, which came on September the 9th, for everyone who kind of was looking for it, is this. And basically what they said was, and this is the scientific dealio according to them, it basically says that NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory, saw 2 lunar transits as the moon passed in front of the sun. A transit happens, for those of you who are too dumb to know this, a transit happens when a celestial body passes between a larger body and an observer. Oh, whoa, well, there you go. There you go.
That's right.
There's Samuel L. Jackson. He said it right. They basically broke it down for you. They said to you, put yourself back in place. Put your big girl panties back on, because this is not a UFO event. You're just all screwed up in the head, people. Nothing happened here. Keep it moving. However, the article goes on to say that it's become known, and I'll put the bunny quotes around that. It's become known that 6 more solar observatories were shut down. 1 in Australia, 1 in Chile, 1 in Spain, and 2 in Hawaii, and then 1 lonely one in Pennsylvania. Which is crazy. Totally bananas. But the explanation for this came a few days later. A few days later, there were articles going around, and the one that I have linked in the description is actually from USA Today. That article says kiddie porn was involved. Wow. Now, you're looking at all these observatories and you're thinking, that's a lot of kiddie porn. The title for the article is Mysterious Solar Observatory Evacuation Caused by a Kiddie Porn Investigation, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, also known as the FBI. That link is also there for you to read, but according to this, on September 6th, the evacuated and closed down situation in Sunspot, New Mexico, occurred because there was a janitor who was using the observatory's Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi in order to indulge in child pornography. Are you serious right now? The laptop, which was at the facility, basically was suspected, and the janitor, according to the Albuquerque Journal, kind of freaked out because apparently he was using it for kiddie porn. Which is understandable, right? If you freak out because you've been looking at kiddie porn using your place of employment's Wi-Fi, no fucks given, you're screwed. Throw your ass in jail, fine you, do whatever you gotta do. You get investigated, period. What's really messed up about this article, and I am not afraid to say it, and I'm going to quote it directly because this pretty much takes more than just a jab at ufology and all of us that follow it. And I quote, "In the wake of the evacuation and closure, officials provided little information, leading to a widespread speculation and conspiracy theories. The observatory's proximity to Roswell, the site of an alleged UFO crash, helped fuel speculation, according to Reuters." Hello, somebody, is there anybody out there? Anybody? What the hell are they talking about? In no article did I ever see anyone speculating that it was because of Roswell that the observatory was closed. This is what ufology has turned into, the laughingstock of news and media outlets. The article still does not explain how was it that kiddie porn in New Mexico shut down all those other places as well. There's no reference to them. Not a single one. In fact, the article was extremely short. No real meat behind it there, USA Today. But this leads to something a little deeper for us to discuss today. It's not just the observatories. No fucks given. Who cares? If you saw a UFO that's transient across the sun, it's not here. Who gives a damn? The sun's too damn far away. There's no way we're going to figure anything out just by looking at shit that creates a shadow over the sun. Or somebody's cataract, like that picture shows for the logo for this episode. So cataracts or not, whether we're looking at somebody's cornea, it doesn't matter. The issue here is, and this is what you get from UFO Buster Radio, because we or I don't just present the news. I'm presenting to you a thought, something to think about when you're driving in your car and you decide to lower the volume because Manny Moonraker has a potty mouth. Or Samuel L. Jackson as well. But here's something to think about. Because we've been seeing lately that kiddie porn has been entering ufology from all angles. From every single angle. There isn't a single angle where someone who's in the ufology mix isn't somehow caught up in something that's either pornographic or kiddie porn or things like that. And the thing is, kiddie porn, and I feel like I'm minimizing it by saying kiddie porn, but child pornography is really atrocious. It's horrific, and it should be addressed within the strictest letter of the law. I mean, you gotta go to jail, buddy. You just gotta go to jail. We saw a rubber dicker last year go to jail for that. We're not gonna talk about him because he makes a couple of you people really mad when I say negative things about him, because that peekaboo video was the shiznit for some of you. That was the shit right there. I mean, you guys, some of you were so caught up in that peekaboo video. I'm afraid to say the guy's name. But let's get back to the issue at hand, because the issue at hand is this. Is this another way to discredit ufology, or is people who follow UFOs just sick in the head? Is that the message that we're getting out? That freaking UFO theorists and conspiracy theorists and people who follow UFOs, that there's some kind of link to a sick side of humanity. I don't know about you guys, but I really, really dislike to see the connections in media between child pornography and people like me, the blue-collar person that's interested in this topic. And it's just not me. Does that mean that the United States government is also into child pornography because they investigated through ATIP? Is that what it is? Maybe they changed the name from ATIP to Pizzagate. Maybe that's really where Pizzagate came from. It came from them investigating UFOs. This is my issue, folks. Why is it that as of late, we are finding that people are tying child pornography to ufology, and is that a way to shut down the topic? And to be honest, if you're shutting down the topic because you feel that there's an element in ufology that needs to be gotten rid of, we talked about that. We talked about that last week, that you need to purge some of these people in ufology. They need to go. But why taint the entire topic? Why taint everyone in it by putting this dark cloud over it that somehow the people who are the mainstream of ufology or who are researching ufology might be somehow tied to child pornography in some way? I think it's pretty sad that this article minimizes the whole UFO thing and the fact that child pornography reared its ugly head along with the whole ufology conspiracy situation. Listen, there's bad people in everything. Even when it comes to ufology, even when it comes to, researching conspiracies, there's bad people in it. Granted, I understand that. But is this really a way to shut down that discussion and really make people afraid of talking about their experiences and what they've captured regarding UFOs and their research? Not sure about you guys, but there's like a real dark cloud over this. And I'm hoping that I'm not right. I'm hoping that I'm seeing connections that aren't really there. That this isn't a way to shut people down. But I guarantee you, if you see something like that about Manny Moonraker, they're full of shit. I'm telling you right now. That's my statement for today. I'm just bewildered by this. It is so shocking to me that no one's really talking about it. And maybe they are. Maybe there's people who have made the connection just like I have. Here we go. And then maybe it's not a direct connection, but it just happens to be in the same article. And I'm sure it was represented in several different venues that there is child pornography and conspiracy theorists and UFO people are crazy about it. And there you go. You leave off a couple of words and the whole thing just turned into crazy ufology people into child pornography. I mean, I can't write this stuff. I just come up with ideas. If you share that same opinion that people are using some of the darkest, most nastiest illnesses of humanity in order to block ufology from continual research or from getting into the mainstream media without being questioned at the core of what it means to be human, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is the end. I mean, I can't even talk about this anymore because I feel Samuel L. Jackson is coming back again in my head. But I thank you guys for listening. But do me a favor. If you get an opportunity, say that 4 times. If you get an opportunity, go ahead, like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you got to do. Just do it. But get the word out. This Sunday, September 30th, is International Podcast Day. That's right. The whole world is going to be celebrating podcasts. I know this is not the only one you listen to, but celebrate all the podcasts you listen to internationally. Wherever you are, Australia, France, the UK, Canada, United States, celebrate them. Send out some tweets, send out some messages. Share with people what podcast you listen to. Right? It doesn't have to be mine, but it would be nice. I mean, I'd accept it. I'm good with that. But whatever podcast you listen to. And then go to their site. Go to their social media. Give them a plus. Give them a like. Give them a share. Because sharing is caring. And many podcasters put a lot of work into getting their episodes to you. So let them know you're there. Shout out, appreciate, let them know me, as podcasters, appreciate every single message we get because it lets us know that on the other side of this microphone and this electronic device, there is someone that's listening, and it's great to hear from new people every day. So until the next episode, stay away from kiddie porn, and don't get it mixed up with ufology. This is Manny Moonraker from UFO Buster Radio saying ciao for now.